Hi there, welcome back to Money with Kazim, the channel where we empower you to make smarter financial decisions. In today's video, we're going to be exploring the world of direct investing with RDSP. What do I mean by RDSP? Stay tuned to find out. What is an RDSP, you may be asking? An RDSP is a Government of Canada program that stands for Registered Disability Savings Plan. It is a program that's designed to help people with disabilities save for retirement. As we all know, a lot of people with disability often earn lower income throughout their life compared to other people without the disability. Recognizing that, the government of Canada in 2009 set up the RDSP to help people with disabilities um, who may be retiring in the future, sort of plan for that future, especially given that a lot of people with disability often tend to face significant cost as they age as well, relating to their disability as well. So this program is geared towards helping people with disabilities retire a little bit more comfortably in the future. Why is an RDSP important for a person who may be who may be experiencing some form of a disability or the other? Well, this disability savings program RDSP really does offer significant opportunity for a person who may be experiencing disability, in the sense that the government of Canada have two portions. A portion considered a grant, and a portion of it is considered a bond. In order to be able to receive the grant, you just have to be a person who is being registered to have some sort of a significant level of disability. Um, Oftentimes, this is a program that's associated with the Canadian Disability Tax Credits program, which you can often check whether or not you're qualified for that program. If you are qualified for that program, oftentimes you should also be qualified for the RDSP program as well. Um, Particularly the focus of today, I want to take a look at the importance of investing with the RDSP inside through a direct investing program rather than investing with it in a mutual fund. Oftentimes, a lot of these programs has been geared towards a person with disabilities saving you're saving for that retirement inside a mutual fund rather than directly investing. However, what I have noticed as a person with disability myself is that these mutual funds that the funds are being invested in often come with high fees, which isn't necessarily beneficial to a person with disability, right? If you're a person with disability, I want your money to go further rather than you giving that money away to some sort of an agency or a person who is supposed to be helping you manage it. Oftentimes, many of these financial advisors who often help people with disabilities invest this money inside a mutual fund take high fees and commissions off of this funds on a regular basis, right? Which can often deplete the amount of money that you would have available to you in the future. Additionally, many of these funds often underperform the markets, right? Like if you look at many mutual funds that RDSP has been invested in, many of them all underperform the market in so many ways, right? Um, as an individual, one of my main issue with this program is that it isn't widely available for many financial institutions to be able to make it available to persons with disability yet. The only other institution that I know of that does offer RDSP for direct investing is TD Direct Investing. Um, One of my main issue with TD Direct Investing is that they also have high commissions when it comes to trading with your RDSP compared to like a platform like Wealthsimple or Quest Trade or any other platforms like that. Um, However, the fees that you do pay with TD Direct Investing is not nearly as much as you would be paying if you were investing your RDSP in a mutual fund. Mutual fund often take 1% of your investment value on a yearly basis. Let's say you have $600,000 invested in a RDSP. 1% of that would be charged every year. Whereas if you were to buy a low cost index fund such as XEQT or XGROW or XEI, right, which are funds that are held by BlackRock, um, or you can even look at Vanguard's ETF, such as VEQT, which is very similar to XEQT. These funds are all very similar. They track the entire stock market, both the North American stock market and the world stock market overall. So you don't necessarily have to worry about rebalancing your funds. What does rebalancing means, right? Like rebalancing basically just means like the allocation that you want to allocate either to the North American market or to the emerging market or to any other international markets, right? So if you invest in XEQT, for example, um, you won't have to be doing that rebalancing or be rebalancing for you on a regular basis. Instead of you paying that 1% that you would be paying inside uh, a mutual fund, you'll be paying more or less. I think the fee on XEQT at the moment is around 0.22%, which is insignificant compared to what you would be paying, compared to that 1%, right? So, yeah. I strongly recommend that you look into investing in uh, investing your RGSP inside a direct investment portfolio. Additionally, I wanted to mention that you don't just have to invest in these traditional funds that I've mentioned. You also have access to other other funds such as government bonds, um, GCIs, and so many other options that you can invest in inside TD Direct Investment for your RDSP. Again, those ones often offers lower returns compared to what you would be getting if you were to invest in a index fund, such as the one that I previously mentioned. There is a concept of diversification that we also need to think about when we're thinking about investment generally, right? RDSP, invested in an index fund, offers significant diversification, as opposed to if you were to invest in a mutual fund, you don't necessarily know what the fund is being invested in, right? You don't know what your oftentimes many of these financial advisors that often help people with disabilities with this RDSP program do put their funds in very risky mutual funds, which you don't necessarily have any control oftentimes, because a lot of us don't have an understanding of how many of these financial instruments operate. There's a lot of opaqueness in the type of products that many of this mutual in the type of products that this RDSP are being invested in by financial advisor. So with direct investments, you have complete control over what your fund is invested in, and you can do as much diversification as you would like, right? Rather than you just assuming that your fund is going to get you a certain return. um, when you're in control of actually managing your RDSP, you have a little bit more options and leeway into what kind of funds you do put your RDSP in, and you can better determine the kind of diversifications that you want to employ. Another concept that I think is also important when you directly invest is the idea of compound interest. Um, Many funds, such as the one that I did mention earlier, do pay dividends. If so, like many of these growth-based index funds, ETFs, index funds, such as XEQT, do pay lower dividends compared to, let's say, XEI, which pays a little bit better dividend because the target of that fund, XEI, is to generate more dividends for the investor, right? But XEQT is more geared towards helping a person grow their assets. So where you're gonna make majority of your investment is through capital appreciation in the long run with XEQT versus XEI, where you're gonna make majority of your returns from the dividends that's gonna be paid to you on a monthly basis. RDSP is a very empowering tools when it comes to financial freedom and retiring for a person with disability. It is a tool that I think a lot of people currently don't take advantage of as much as they should be, right? I guess one thing that I didn't mention earlier in terms of the grants and bond portion of it is if you invest $100 in it, the government will first match the first $100, I believe, that you invest in your RDSP up to, I think, 300% of whatever you put in, and then until you reach the maximum amount that you're able to contribute, the government will keep stepping it down in terms of the contribution that they're making. For example, if you invest a maximum amount that you might be able to invest this year, for me, if I were to be able to put like $3,500 into my RDSP this year, I'll be getting, I think, $10,500 in grants to be able to from the government towards my RDSP. Additionally, if I was making less than 32,000 yearly, I would also be getting additional $1,000 in bond, right, to invest towards my RDSP as well, right? The more you make, the less money you will get in terms of the bond. But yeah, I want you guys to begin to think about this product and do your research and make more informed choices as to what kind of funds you may want to invest with your RDSP. If you have any questions about this product, please leave any questions you have in the comment section below. I'll try my best to answer any questions that's left there. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to subscribe. I post video. I haven't really started. I've been posting more regularly nowadays compared to before. I'm starting to get in the swing of it again now that I have a bit more time to be able to devote to my YouTube channel. But yeah, if you like what you see in this video, subscribe. I will continue to share more financial informations in regards to RDSP, retirement with disabilities, and investment, financial investment, budgeting, and so many other topics that I hope to continue to cover on this channel. So again, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.